The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
And here we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Open. It's a show that brings the Bronx and the world to you, and I've got you covered like a blanket. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and we have another fantastic show lined up for you today. Coming up, we'll sit down with the Bronx organization calling young artists and preview their upcoming open house. They can have it. We're going to find out about it. And plus, we'll take a look at an event using dance to promote movement and create community. After that, we'll learn about a hiring event. Get ready, prepare before you get there, and how you should prepare. We'll talk about that. Then, we'll check out a group using music and spirituality and how they believe the two work hand in hand. Then my man Bobby C has the latest in the headlines of the world of sports. Then later on, Bronx guitar legend, watch out, Lou Volpe is here. He's going to perform on our open stage, so stay tuned. All this and more is headed your way. We've got you covered. Ya Squad! Ya Squad is in the house. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Doc Bobley, and you're watching Open. It's a live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media, BronxNet TV. Leading things off on September the 14th, Mind Builders. If you've never been there, never checked them out, you're going to get an opportunity to check it out today. They have the Creative Arts Center, and they're going to hold an open house street festival. And joining us with all the details, we have dance director Malveda Hughes and music director Waldo Chavez. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
High five.
Hey.
Ya Squad. So I've been there before. You guys do some great works, but tell us about it.
Okay, so as I'd like to call the greatest place on earth,
Yes.
Mind Builders. We are an organization, we've been around for 40 years. I haven't been there for 40 years, but we've been around for 40 years.
I know, I got you.
And we started out, our executive director, Madaha Kinsey Lamb, she started this out as a room in a community center near where we are now, near White Plains Road.
Yes, yes.
And now it's a state-of-the-art building. We have about 800 students in music, dance, martial arts, folk culture, and we have a theater company.
I remember the tour. You guys have everything going on.
Everything.
African arts.
African arts, yes.
Our building was renovated recently. Well, 5.5 years ago, we moved back into the building, and it's a beautiful building, state of the art, everything. And we're very happy. We want to showcase our organization and what our students can do on September 14th. We're having a big party. We've been doing it for the last 5 years. And I believe BLS has actually been part of it in a couple of years.
Yes,
And we are going to showcase so much of everything that we have and other, aspects of the community. I think Mel can tell us a little bit more about the actual event.
Now I know. Mel for short, huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Mel. That's it. That's how everybody knows me, Miss Mel.
Miss Mel.
And as Waldo was saying, it's a block party. We cordon off the street. We have a big stage, and we just have a lot of fun. We have a children's village for the young people. There'll be the bouncy house, face painting, games. I believe the Explorers from the Police Athletic League will also be doing that with the young people, doing the chalk, hopscotch, and all those kinds of games. Our Mind Builder students, music and dance students, are performing. We have a special guest from the Last Poets, Abiodun. We
On the subway.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go. We're doing sample classes in music and dance for children and adults from 11 to 1. Actually, if you come at 10:45, the first 100 people get a free drink and a hot dog just for hanging out with us and taking some of our sample classes. From 1 to 3 is when we'll have our performances. And to highlight the day, we're having a talent contest. So this is an opportunity. We have about 13 acts, young people from all over parts of the Bronx. Ages, actually, I think we have someone as young as 5, oldest 21, and they will be showcasing their talent and their arts. We have singers, we have dancers, a little salsa group. It's really very nice, very cute, and
And a lot of them learned right there. Mind
yes,
blows,
a lot, and we have our young people will be performing as well. But this was one we opened up to the community. We really want to support young people in their art, whether they're with us now or in the future or in the past. We just really Mind Builders is like an open forum. We want people to come, and we want to support them in whatever it is that they're doing, their art that we can help them with. So this is that opportunity, and so we're very excited about it. And of course, it's a registration drive for us as well. There are discounts for people who register on Saturday the 14th, but you can also go on the website and register there. We still have a few slots open. We want everybody to know that. So, it's really an opportunity for people to get to know Mind Builders and to just come out and have a good time.
Yeah.
And we'll have vendors also be selling some of their
Good.
wares.
So you said it's registration time.
Registration,
What are the qualifications? What do you have to do?
Just
show up.
Just show up.
be alive.
Show up. So actually, what's great
Children
about
between the ages of what and what?
3.5 to seniors, all the way 90 if you can still
Do your thing.
do your thing.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You can come. So you just need to show up. We have lots of opportunities. Our classes, tuition is affordable, but we also have what we call work exchange. Parents can actually work
yeah.
3 to 4 hours a week for a class for their child.
Right there, Mind Builders.
At
their
Mind
Mind
Builders.
Builders.
Right.
Yeah.
A
We
big
have-
part of our
So get a job and learn too.
Yep.
Yes.
A big part of our organization is the community. The parents, the students, they run the
It's a
organization
circle of
as
love.
well as the
Yeah.
staff.
Giving back, yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
It's-
So
it's
who,
great.
who's performing?
Okay. So Abby O'Doon.
I'll be doing
Of
and
the
then
Last Poets.
all of there are several dance classes. We have a band in Mind Builders as well.
I saw
They'll
the
be
dances
playing.
when I came in.
Yeah,
they, were-
I'm
they were
sure they did.
practicing back there. Yeah.
And we have a band that's going to be performing as well, and the talent show. I just like to mention about the talent show. We started this 3 years ago, sort of on spec. Let's see what will happen. And oh my God, the array of talent that is here in the Bronx, and I'm sure you've seen. But it's amazing. There's a lot of times when I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, scholarship.
Yeah.
Because some of the students that show up are just
Yeah.
exceptional, and a lot of times they're doing this on their own. They rehearse maybe on the street in a community center. So we're very happy to be able to bring
And
them.
where
in.
do they go from there? I mean, you help them. There's a follow-through, a follow-up program.
Yes, many of, as Waldo was saying, many of the students who come and showcase their work, they end up being scholarship by Mind Builders or end up registering for some of our programs to get that training
that's
and to
great.
get that mentorship for those who might be a little bit, maybe they're serious, maybe they're looking at the arts as a possible career. So they need the training. And we're right there for those who are very interested and who want to do that. We're right there.
Turn that hobby into a money-making thing.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's
Well,
right.
hope people
there
tell
are
you more about
cash
that when
prizes.
you
I don't know if
come
we
back.
mentioned.
Oh,
that.
yes, there are cash prizes.
that's
Starting
it,
at
yes.
$100,
Uh-huh.
$75, $50, and $25. We have a prize for the best costume, best look. We
Uh-oh.
have a social media contest prize. And what was the other one? And for the most original act. So,
That's talented. That's a talented person too, who can do social media.
oh yes,
Yeah.
we are
I'm
finding
looking for a
out.
person like that.
We too. We are too. So
Well, come down. Maybe we'll find them.
Yeah,
over
there's a
there.
guy up in the control room that says he can do it, but I haven't
we
seen
can
anything
share.
yet.
We can share.
Okay, great. All right, this is September the 14th.
Yes, and
This
just
Saturday
want to
coming up.
say it is a rain or shine.
Rain or shine,
event.
because you can dip right
We're
inside
going to
the
go
center.
in our building, and then we're also working on an alternate space. We get the forecast is saying it's going to be a little cloudy, but
Yeah,
do
that's
not
okay.
fear. We will be there.
There'll be tents. There'll be indoors, outdoors.
Yeah, we'll be
you can just
indoors,
go back and
outdoors, but
forth.
we'll still be making it happen.
All right,
That's my
September the 14th. What's the address?
3415 Olinville Avenue, right between Gun Hill Road and Magenta, 2 blocks off of White Plains Road.
There you go. All right. Website?
www.mind-builders.org.
Give them a big round of applause. Y'all squad, let me hear you. Marveda Hughes, Dance Department Director. I love them. I love you guys too. Mind Builders, Waldo Chavez, Music Director, Department. And of mind builders, and we thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks
And
for your
keep
support.
doing we love your work. Keep doing what you're doing, and
Thank
our
you very
kids love
much.
you too.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more next.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back. Ya Squad is in the house. Listen. Ya Squad. Welcome back. Hey, you know, on September the 21st, Dances for a Variable Population, they're going to be holding an event at Claremont Park in the Bronx, and joining us with all the details and a preview, well, we have artistic director Naomi Goldberg-Haas and guest artist from the WNBA Timeless Torches, Minor Major. Minor Major, how could you forget that? How did you get that name?
It's Minor Majors. Majors is my married name, and we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay, I got you. But thank you guys for coming, okay? But Ya Squad didn't get a chance to jump in it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ya Squad!
All right, tell us about your squad.
So Dances for a Variable Population is a performing and educational organization who promotes strong and creative movement for older adults of all ages and abilities.
Great. And you've been doing this for how long?
We've been doing it for 10 years, and we've been performing in public parks all over the city. And this is the first time we're in the Bronx. We've been in Brooklyn and all throughout Manhattan at different, and Queens.
Is your upcoming event going to be in the Bronx?
Yes.
Where's that going to be?
At Claremont Park on the handball courts.
There you go.
It's the handball courts that are right across from the McDonald's on Webster Avenue.
Oh, okay, I know where that is.
Clay Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's come out there with swollen hands.
Yeah. It's a popular handball court, but they're going to turn it over to dancing for all people.
That's
We
beautiful.
use dance to promote the power of community through.
Yeah. Minor Majors?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you're affiliated with the WNBA?
I've been dancing for the WNBA New York Liberty women's basketball team for roughly about 15 years. And Naomi.
Mine is one of our guest artists. We have a group of seasoned professionals who teach classes for us, and they also work with the older adults and set choreography. She set a wonderful choreography for the Bronx William Hudson Seniors Center.
So my involvement with the seniors is basically hip hop.
Yeah.
So that is a new style dance
form of
for
dance,
them. Yeah. Which originally they were a little bit hesitant in doing because they're used to doing modern and jazz and such, but they have embraced that form of dance, and they have made it their own. And I'm very happy to introduce that form of dance to the Hudson Center.
It's very exciting when you see the older adults embrace hip hop. Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's
Is somebody rapping while you're dancing?
no,
I'm only
no.
kidding.
We're
But yeah,
and we're not doing the
it's
turntable.
a form of
but, you know,
dance.
yeah,
See what you did with the turntables?
Yeah, turntable. I grew up in the South Bronx, so
So this is where hip hop started.
I
Then.
did
You're
hip hop started. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's it. But being a guest artist with, I think it's roughly about 4 or 5 years with Naomi and the DVP has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. I have started with Central Harlem and then now the Bronx. But coming back to the Bronx and my roots is really,
We're so excited
really
for this
excited.
performance.
Yeah,
You
so
have
I'm
to be
happy.
there.
Yeah.
So Ms.
So-
Haas, you think we can get like a quick example of?
She can do it in her seat. For that.
Do it right in your seat. Go ahead, go ahead. Wait, we have a whole dance floor for you right here.
we didn't prepare her.
No, you got to prepare before you get there. All right, do it in your seat.
I'm always prepared. Put some music on and let's go.
I don't want to put her on the spot.
Which music?
Oh, look.
Let's go.
She's going to blame it on the music. They have music back there. You got to be careful now.
Well, listen, put it on and we can go. I'm ready. Anything is, I'm always.
Wait.
A dancer is, let me just explain something. I don't want to interrupt you because I don't want to be rude.
No,
I'm
go ahead.
always there. A dancer is always ready.
Yes.
A performer is always ready
There you go.
to perform. So wherever you tell us, let's go, drop it like it's hot. So, hey, if you have it, I'm ready. So if you put some music or no music, I'm ready to go.
All right.
That's how it goes. That's how it flows. I'm from the Bronx.
Can you do a cappella?
What?
Wait.
Don't get me started. Okay.
Right, well, you know, we can come with all kinds of, there's all forms of music, Ms. Haas, you know.
Yeah.
I can give you the beatbox.
Wait. What? Huh? Oh, stop. Wait a minute.
Wait,
This is exactly the excitement and enthusiasm that she brings to the older adults because, bottom line, it's important to keep moving throughout your life.
Exactly.
And the performances really introduce what we do so that people get excited about moving.
That's great, you know.
That's a big place.
No, it's good to have fun, you know, and this is what you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and people keep moving. My father always said, keep moving, you know.
If you don't use it, you'll lose it.
And they all take that as a mantra over and over again.
Yeah.
They come to weekly classes at Hudson Senior Center every week for an hour and a half. They exercise and they dance and they move together, and it creates a really strong community in the center.
How's it going to look on the 21st? We come up, we open up the door, and we look in, and we see what?
You're going to see 75 older people dancing, and in all different ways. Some people are dancing to choreography that is connected to hip-hop, like minus choreography, but then there's choreography that's connected to Martha Graham, that's connected to Alvin Ailey. The seasoned artists are from different dance forms of the 20th century.
And we can see more of what you do on the website, right?
Yes.
What website do we go
It's
to?
dvpnyc.org.
Say it again.
D like dog, V like Victor, P like population, NYC, NewYorkCity.org.
Oh, thank you guys so much. And,
I'm so excited. Next time, let me know you're going to do
There's one thing.
and you have to do it with her when she comes back to dance.
I will. There is a post-performance workshop which you can dance yourself after the performance at 4 o'clock. The performance is at 3 o'clock.
And what message would you, before we go, what message would you like to send our seniors and our youth? Because, you know, everyone's watching.
Keep moving, because moving connects you with one another. Moving connects you. We're connected.
Got you connected.
Yeah.
Got you covered like a blanket.
What?
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Use
Give
it,
them a
don't
big
lose
round of
it.
applause, everybody.
Thank you.
One more time. We go where? The
We go to
website?
Claremont Park to see the performance on the handball court, September 21st at 3 o'clock p.m. The website is dvpnyc.org.
All right. Naomi Goldberg Haas, Artistic Director, Dancers for a Variable Population, and Minor Majors, guest artist, WNBA Timeless Torches team. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to dance. Let's continue dancing, all right? We'll take a break, come back with more.
Dance makes you happy.
I'm going to dance with you. Come on, let's go.
Come on. What?
I just did. We'll be back after this.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee. Hey, you know, on September the 21st, Wave Pro Academy and Divine Destiny, they're going to hold a community hiring event. Get ready. They have to bring their resume and everything, and we'll find out about that. Joining us with all the details, we have principal consultant, I'm going to say it right here, Tenadrian.
Yes.
Tenadrian Fleming and Carl Joseph, CEO, Divine Destiny Community. We welcome you guys to the show.
Thank
Great
you.
to be here.
All right. So you heard all the hype.
Yes.
The young lady who's going to dance hip hop and all that stuff, and she's still doing it over there too. But we'll get back to her later on. Tell us about this hiring, because a lot of people are interested in finding out about new jobs and everything. What do they have to do? Where are we going to go?
Well, Carl is going to give a brief introduction about Divine Destiny Community, and then we'll talk about the hiring.
Oh, we'll follow you then. All right.
Okay.
Okay, well, Divine Destiny Community has been created to actually as a, I don't want to say a supplement to the community, but we're servicing veterans.
Yes.
Well, not servicing,
I like that.
and seniors, non-medical, and we're hiring at this time from the community. And as far as, obviously, the first thing you said was to show up, bring their resume, and oh boy.
But the Divine Community, when did you start Divine Community?
Well, actually, I was established in 2019.
Because that was going to be my next question, but I just wanted to find that out first, but you redirected everything. But that's cool, because we're going to hire you to do this show, too. You ready?
Yes. Okay, so Divine Destiny Community was created. It's a home and community-based service for seniors and veterans. We focus on so much on the veteran
beautiful.
because
Like
Carl is a veteran.
Thank you
So
for your service.
we did a lot of research and realized a lot of veterans were not getting a lot of in-home and community-based services. And we knew that in 2018, they established a waiver, which is a federal government funding for these individuals. So Carl and his co-founder, which is his partner, hired me to design and develop a program supportive of this model.
You got the right person.
No question. Definitely.
So,
Go ahead.
yes.
Definitely.
So what we did was we looked at the stats, the statistics on home and community-based services, and we realized that a lot of the VAs are not getting a lot of the service, like I said. So what we did was we looked at the budget, and we realized these individuals are afforded like maybe 15 services, from adult daycare to companion care to transportation services to home monitoring services. So what we did, we developed a program model supportive of that. So we want individuals to work with this community, in the community, and in their home. So we're going to train them on, because I'm a master's level psychologist, so we're going to also train them on the community supportive side, the non-medical side, but also we're going to add some clinical applications to it to deal with individuals that may have post-traumatic stress, a lot of the trauma. So we're going to give them a higher level of training to support their physiological needs, their adaptive needs, their physical needs. So that's what we're going to do.
Carl, she can get into your mind.
She knew what I wanted to do.
Before you got there.
But I didn't know how to go about it.
Yeah.
I knew this is what I wanted to do based on my background. I found her, she found me, and once I explained, she just laid it out. This is how you're going to do it. I know this is what you want to do. She had the blueprint through her Wave Pro Academy, and she held my hand and like, I know what you want to do. This is how you're going to do it.
She has a direction.
Yeah, she has a direction. Yes, definitely. And it's been a blessing.
You get the insight. You can see it, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And I know where Governor Cuomo is putting the allocation of the public funds, because he wants to reduce long-term care, hospitalization. He wants to give them supportive services inside their home. So we want to be able to support that model. We know it's effective. We know in-home service is effective for the seniors. This is why they have the care at home model. And they also want to be able to have freedom of choice of hiring their own caregivers. The difference is we want to make sure they're adequately trained. That's also a level of concern.
That's coming through you guys.
Yes, we're going to train them. We're going to give them extensive training to make sure that there's no really separation in services, because these individuals really need the services. So we want to make sure we hire them appropriately. So we're like increasing the pay rates so we can also ensure that we have adequate staffing.
I like that. All right. So I'm going to give you an opportunity here. We can use this camera right here. Just ask for what you want.
Okay, so what we're looking for is men and women who have high school diploma, college, some college, but we prefer individuals that have a human service background, a social service background, mental health background, that is willing to learn, eager to learn, and support their community. So if you live in areas, we're going to provide services in the New York City area. So all 5 boroughs we're going to be hiring for.
There you go. She looks good on TV, right?
Yes. Awesome. Awesome.
Did you put it together or what?
Yes, she's awesome and blessed.
Yeah.
And again, I'm a veteran. I'm going to say she found me when she saw me doing other community things. And Tiffany, my partner, said she's the one. And once I met her, and she just gave me the blueprint and through her Wave Pro Academy. And here we are today, September 21st, at this hiring event. So finally getting a chance to empower some people with a living wage. That was important, and that caught my attention when she said, no, you're going to pay a living wage, because, you know, most people, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah,
so
we jobs, and they'll be able to take care of people too.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
exactly.
On this date, what do people need before they get there? They're going to have to bring their resume.
They have to bring their resume. If they have any credentials, we would prefer that. But we're going to give them an outline, a policy of what we need, because this is still public funds and we have to abide by the regulations. So we're going to give them a blueprint of exactly what they need. And let them know there's going to be in a community center in public housing, which is important for us because we want to uplift the community and hire people to serve in their community.
Thank you so much.
Can I give the information for the hiring event?
Okay, go ahead.
That's going to be at the Soundview Community Center, September 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. The exact address is 1680 Seward Avenue. 1680 Seward Avenue in the Bronx. That's September 21st.
Beautiful. What's your website?
That's DivineDestinyCommunity.com. DivineDestinyCommunity.com. And can I give an email?
Yeah.
It's CarlJoseph@DivineDestinyCommunity.com or info@DivineDestinyCommunity.com. You guys don't have a shoe cam or anything like that,
No,
right?
we can't see your shoes. Oh, beautiful. She has beautiful shoes on. But thank you guys so much, and thank you for your service.
Okay.
And we appreciate what you're doing. You got good direction, all right? She's a director.
Yes,
all right.
yes.
Tenadrian, give her a big round of applause over here. Tenadrian Fleming, MS, MPA. She's a psychologist, all that stuff, the mind stuff, and principal consultant, Wave Pro Academy, and Carl Joseph, CEO of Destiny Community. We thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
appreciate you.
We
Thanks for coming.
appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Open next. Thank you.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made this vacation happen.
Double points with every purchase?
Cleverly merging promotions.
I love it.
Cross-referencing travel sites. And booking all your flights with those...
Vouchers. I got us bumped.
They were like, oh. But now they're like... Aloha. You aced this vacation. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
And welcome back. Y'all squad's in the house. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and our next guest, well, they're from where?
We're from Bloomfield, New Jersey. Ya Squad!
Ya Squad! And they join us for a look at their musical work. We welcome Pastor Pasha, and Prophetess Jackie, a.k.a. Pro J, and Apostle Minister Ron, a.k.a. Righteous Ron. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
My voice is gone. I can't even get up that high. Woo. I'll just lay back in a cut like this. And you guys are doing so many great things out in our community. I see a lot of the stuff come across on social media. You were at the Circle of Sisters. I met you guys there last year. You guys ripped up that stage. The light was shining.
Yeah. Yes.
Shine a light on them.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you guys are all over. You're it's like more like a street ministry, so to speak, right? Tell us
Yes.
more about
Ya Squad is a movement.
a movement.
It's a musical movement, but we touch so many different areas in our movement. We have people from all different ethnicities coming from everywhere across the globe, different talents, different professions. So we are all over the place because we believe in what we're doing, not only musically, but spiritually, emotionally, physically. So we want to bring change in the area, in the community where we can, and we believe in what we're doing, and everyone involved in Ya Squad believes in our movement.
And you have a lot of people involved in
Oh,
the
yes.
Squad.
Oh, yes.
And you guys came to my foundation gala last year. Well, we're going to honor you guys, too.
Yes.
Came to the gala and lit that place up. Like everywhere you go, you light it up.
Yes, we
God
do.
shines a light on you. You're anointed, and we thank you for all that you do in the community. I'm just going to lay this voice right in the cut like that. Tell us about some of the things that you're involved in with Ya Squad.
Me, so I'm an apostle. My name is your boy Righteous. I'm an artist. I write. I do hip hop. Music is a part of my ministry. And not only that music is a part of my ministry, but I truly believe that we are going to change the music industry. We're going to change the world through our music.
Yeah.
We have a mandate, and we are going to take it over. We everywhere. We're not ashamed of who we are. We're not ashamed of who we used to be. We are new creatures in Christ, and through our music and through my music, I'm going to reach out to the youth. I've been through what they've been through, and because I've been through what they've been through, I can get them the oversight of
Save
saying
a lot of
positive,
lives.
because a lot of times when you, a lot of time the new artists, or a lot of time artists only promote the negative, but don't show the whole circle of the light, and a lot of times we losing a lot of young kids that believe that the hype is all about shooting and making money on the corner, but ain't nobody really spinning and showing the whole story. But so I'm going to use my testimony, to reveal, the truth,
That's what's
and my calling in Christ to reveal the truth to those that listen to music.
Now, who's the young lady next to you?
Hey, that would be me. Pro J.
Pro
Prophetess
J.
Jackie. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I write, I produce, I work together with my family. Ya Squad really is a family. It's a movement, music. My name comes from my calling, which is a prophetic calling, which comes from the Greek, meaning one who speaks for another, Nabi. And so for me, when I write, I'm speaking for Yahweh, right? So like, don't die on me Don't die on me, you were called to live. I'ma be the one to tell you you got more to give. And this whole world don't deserve you, kid. We can see a little further so we know what it is. You struggle to click like, struggle to get right, struggling to struggle with your struggle that ain't right, struggle to get free, struggle to come clean, struggle with the wrong things, that's why you ain't free. Well, hate and love can't dwell in the same well. And hell and heaven can't live in the jail cell. I learned to get up, although I still fell. I stopped throwing my quarters and wishing wells. I wish you well. So now it's time to show and tell. I got the armor of Yah on, I can't fail. I got this fire in my soul that I can't quell. I'm a living pistol, not a tall tale.
See, give a big round of applause,
that's how
everybody.
they come out.
That's like some rap and spoken word mixed in there. Yeah, I like
Yes,
that. And you
yes.
guys are very physical on stage too,
yes.
or wherever you are.
Yes. Well, we believe in becoming everything we're performing because we've lived it. We all have testimonies and come from different backgrounds, but we all meet up on a common ground, which is a word. Yah Squad is all about changing things. We're all about the artists. Whereas the industry, we have a saying, we say Yah Squad versus the industry, because in the industry, they're robbing artists. But Yah Squad is all about giving the artists what they deserve, giving the artists their just due, because it's the artists who put in the work.
Yeah.
It's the artist who has to come up with the writing. It's the artist who has to perform, but they're not being received or, you know, getting the just due that they deserve. So Yah Squad is changing that. And we're already doing that, starting with ourselves.
There you
so,
go.
you know, it's a powerful movement. It's exciting. We just did the Prudential Center Gospel Fest, McDonald's Gospel Fest, which was my birthday.
Yeah,
So that was an awesome
yeah.
gift to experience that stage.
Yes.
It was like amazing. And we're changing the world one stage at a time, Dr. Bob. I appreciate what you're doing in the
Gospel
community
Fest
too.
is big, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so where can we, is there a website? Because they're going to wrap me up over here.
Yes, there's a website. You can catch us at yahsquad.bookings@gmail.com if you want to contact us for bookings. We're on Twitter as The Real
Yah Squad.
At The Real Yah Squad. We're on Instagram as Yah Squad Official. And Facebook, we're under Yah Squad. So we're all around. You can catch us, or you can come right to 299 Glenwood Avenue in Bloomfield, New Jersey,
Just
where
like
we're
that.
having concerts every service under the awesome leadership of Bishop Purnell.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, run your names real quick and the AKAs.
Prophetess Jackie, a.k.a. Pro J.
Apostle Ron, a.k.a. your boy Righteous.
Pastor Pasha, a.k.a. Pastor Pasha.
And they go by the name of Yah Squad. We'll take a break right here. My man Bobby C has the latest in the world of sports coming up next.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday, not the right way to start the NFL season for our New York Giants
and our New York Jets. We'll begin here at the Meadowlands, where Gang Green kicked off against the only true New York football team, the Buffalo Bills, yesterday. Everything was just peachy until the fourth quarter. The Jets suffered a devastating Week 1 loss Sunday as they fell 17-16 at home against the Bills, despite leading 16-0 until 3:48 remained in the third quarter. We go inside the locker room for more.
Talk about how good we were, had all the picks and all this other stuff. Which all happened at the end of it. So don't let the first game define us. We're not letting that define us. We're going to hold each other accountable before the coaches have to. Listen to the coaches. Bite your tongue on the plays where you not bite your tongue. Take the burn of seeing if this person would have done that, that play would have been stopped, and get it fixed. And that's it.
Look, it sucks. Everybody wants to do their part and carry their own part in helping the team win, you know, and a close game like that, yeah, it's bad, but you know, for me, it's just about keep working on those little minor details that I have to.
Not the right way to start the Adam Gase era. Sunday's disaster against the Bills marked the 19th time in franchise history the Jets have blown a lead of at least 15 points and lost. All things considered, it's probably their worst blown lead loss since 2014 at the Green Bay Packers. Last year against Tennessee, the Jets led 16-0 until 57 seconds remained in the second quarter. On Sunday, they had that 16-0 lead until late in the third quarter. This is why it ain't over till it's over, folks. Got to admit, I was wrong about the Jets in Week 1. I expected them to pull this one out, and I also expected more from Big Blue on Sunday in Dallas. And on that one, too, I couldn't have been further from the truth. Second-year star Saquon Barkley ran 59 yards on his first carry of the season, setting up Eli Manning's touchdown pass for a 7-0 lead. But the Giants simply couldn't keep up with a Dallas offense eager to see what could happen at full strength. Final score, Dallas 35, New York 17. Daniel Jones saw a garbage time in the loss, but the QB story of the day belonged to Dallas's Dak Prescott and his perfect rating. Dak torched the G-Men D for 4 touchdowns. Prescott completed 25 of 32 passes without an interception, finding 7 different receivers, while 2 of them had 100-yard days. The Jets draw Cleveland next Monday night on Monday Night Football, while the Giants host their home opener this Sunday against Buffalo. On a side note, the Browns drew 18 penalties and lost Week 1 43-13. Any given Sunday, my friends, any given Sunday. Unless, of course, you are New England, where winning is all they do. On Saturday morning, after all seemed good in Raider Nation with Antonio Brown, he posted a cool, albeit bizarre video where he recorded a phone conversation with head coach John Gruden. Hours later, he would be released, only to sign a 1-year deal with the Patriots. The rich get richer. The Pats didn't need AB on Sunday Night Football. Tom Brady and the Machine dismantled Pittsburgh 33-3. 3 scores for Brady in the dub. Not bad on a night when they raised the championship banner. So if New England is the football equivalent of heaven, there's a good chance that Miami might be the pigskin version of hell, which is kind of fitting, Bob, because, you know, Miami is very hot this time of year. Losing 59-10 at any level of football leaves a mark. In Miami, it's sparking a mutiny. Per a league source with knowledge of the situation, multiple Dolphins players contacted their agents after Sunday's season-opening blowout loss and directed them to attempt to engineer trades elsewhere. The players believe that the coaching staff, despite claiming that they intend to try and win, aren't serious about competing and winning, and by all appearances have bought into the notion that the Dolphins will take their lumps now in the hopes of laying the foundation via high draft picks for building a successful team later. This is called tanking. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. What a U.S. Open. We had a big upset Saturday and an expected win on Sunday. Yesterday, Rafael Nadal was not going to be denied. Nadal continued his dominance in the U.S. Open on Sunday, winning the final. Nadal has been unstoppable the entire event. The 33-year-old Spaniard came into the final on a 10-match winning streak. He only dropped, one set during that whole U.S. Open before winning it all. That was expected, but Serena Williams' loss on Saturday, not so much. The stunning victory, Bianca Andreescu scored against Serena at this year's U.S. Open, is one the 19-year-old has been visualizing for years. She said this morning on Good Morning America that she not only pictured herself holding the trophy, but she also wrote herself a winner's check from the U.S. Open as far back as 2015 in preparation for the moment that played out at the women's final on Saturday at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Flushing Meadows. Congrats to the U.S. Open winners. Thanks for some great tennis here in New York. On to baseball, the New York Yankees put a hurting on the Boston Red Sox on Sunday Night Baseball. Gleyber Torres, Mike Tauchman, Aaron Judge hit home runs as the Pinstripers broke the franchise record for homers in a season Sunday night in a 10-5 win over their rivals. The 2018 Yankees belted more home runs than any other team in Major League history, setting a record with 267 long balls. That mark stood for fewer than 12 months, exactly what Judge had predicted in the early days of spring training when the star slugger chuckled and said, "We're going to crush that." Yanks now stand at 268. The victory came at a cost as Tauchman felt tightness in his left calf while fielding Brock Holt's fifth-inning single 1/2 inning after Tauchman hooked his 13th homer around Pesky's pole in right field. One of the great surprises of this next man up Yankees season, Tauchman left the game almost immediately and will return to New York for evaluation. Cameron Maybin filled in. Here's a perfect opportunity for Giancarlo Stanton to come back now. He's been taking some swings. Ace Luis Severino has also looked good in his rehab and is expected back shortly. The Yanks win in Boston Sunday night may have also cost Dave Dombrowski his job. ESPN's Jeff Passan reports that the Red Sox have fired their president of baseball operations. The loss was perhaps the last straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, in a disappointing season after winning a title last year. The Red Sox are now 76-67, 8 games out of the second wild card in the American League. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Phillies overcame an early deficit and outlasted the New York Mets 10-7 Sunday to further tighten the NL wildcard race. The Amazons host Arizona tonight while the Yanks wrap their series in Boston. And the MLS, NYCFC is putting together a memorable season right here in the Bronx. They will host Toronto Wednesday night on 9/11. This Sunday, the Red Bulls also return to action. They are in Seattle. In Formula One, Ferrari's Charles Leclerc won the Italian Grand Prix Sunday back-to-back for him. And in the UFC, Khabib is now 28-0 following his win over Dustin Poirier Saturday. Rear naked chokehold in the third round accomplished that feat. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a note on Sunday's openers for the Giants and the Jets. I'm not even going to throw any more fire on the Jets. Like, that was bad. Like, really, really, really bad, Bob. Like, I'm sorry I was there for that one, Bob. As for the Giants, blame Eli all you want. He was pretty good. The defense, on the other hand, was god-awful. I would expect the Giants to bounce back, but who knows after that one. Same deal for the Jets. I could easily see them losing to Cleveland next week on Monday Night Football. The Vegas odds makers aren't high on the Giants either. Big Blue opened as a 2.5-point underdog to the visiting Buffalo Bills in Sunday's Week 2 home opener at MetLife Stadium per the BetOnline Sportsbook. When do pitchers and catchers report? Again, I don't know. Could be a long season for our New York football teams, but hey, the Bills are 1-0. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.
And welcome back, everybody. Yeah, bring the noise, bring the noise. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and I'm standing here with the man. Our next guest is a Bronx jazz guitar legend, Lou Volpe. Give him a big hand, everybody. He joins us today for a preview of his upcoming performance. Let's give it up one more time for Lou Volpe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa! Give a big round of applause, everybody. Lou! Thank you. You never cease to amaze us. Fantastic. Lou Volpe, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Oh, man. Yon Squad is in here in the audience. Look.
Yon Squad.
Thank you so much. Now, you go way back, you know. We've done a number of things together, but you know the history of jazz.
Well, I've studied it a lot and actually met some of the old timers.
Yeah.
Some of the guys.
You played with a lot of the crew.
Well, I got to learn a lot from Herbie Hancock, my little bit of time with him.
Yeah.
And that sort of got me more into the jazz groove, you know.
But now you're doing a Frank Sinatra standard? Talk about that, please.
That was the last album we did, where I did it sort of blues rock style, but they were all tunes that Frank Sinatra has done.
Yeah.
So we kind of had a basis to jump off of into the jazz thing from that.
Excellent. Now, you have a number of albums, CDs out.
Yeah, I think we have 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And they're all available.
All available. Where can we get them?
At the website, which is louvolpejazz.com. And at Amazon, just look up Lou Volpe.
Yeah.
And they'll have a few of them there.
Who's the young lady right there?
That's our assistant, Elaine.
We got to do it. Elaine said, don't forget to mention what we're going to do next.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Is a concert. It's a yearly concert we do at the Dizzy Gillespie Theater. And tomorrow, it's one of the first ones, kind of like the new album that's coming out, where I'm doing all the production myself.
Oh, wow.
And so it's more my thing with less too many cooks involved in the...
and where's that going to be? At the Gillespie?
And that's at the Gillespie Theater. It's 55 East 11th Street, right off University Place, downtown.
Okay, all right. And what time does it start?
8 o'clock, 2 shows, 8 o'clock and 9:30, second show.
There she goes. She was shouting something out, but in...
Yes.
In Milli Vanilli.
Talking language.
But that's great, man. We love the work that you're doing, not only here in the Bronx, but around the world. You are a world traveler, and well, we're going to step up to the plate.
Been around.
Yeah, you've been around, and I even stepped into a place out in Jersey. You were at a hotel, and you was doing your thing over there. I said, oh,
that's right. You came to the,
I saw you. I saw you. So this place right here is...
This...
I'm just reinforcing what she wants us to talk about.
Yeah, this is a beautiful theater, actually. It's a small theater. It's only 250 seats.
Yes.
But it's real
Well, it's
intimate, so it's kind of close.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We got to get Bob Lee out there someday to introduce us and do
I
your,
would love that. You're going to set it up?
We're working on it.
Let's do it. Bring
She's
the Bronx
doing
Night cameras and everybody out
there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. One more time. It's at what theater?
The Dizzy Gillespie Theater, downtown, East 11th Street.
There you go. All right. And website?
louvolpejazz.com.
Give Lou Volpe a big round of applause, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, rap started here in the Bronx. Can you scratch on that guitar? You gonna take us home with something nice?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. Give Lou Volpe another big round of applause, everybody.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us and you for tuning in. You can catch an older recablecast tonight at 5 and 10 p.m. or watch anytime on the web at bronxnet.org, or you can tune in Wednesday for an all-new episode with our host, Darren Jaime. For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day. And always remember, what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. And whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. I'll see you on 107.5 WVLS tonight. Love you all. Peace.